Ukrainian forces surrounded in Mariupol have begun to crack. Almost every day, more surrender, sometimes entire squads and platoons. Others shuck off their uniforms and try to get out disguised as civilians. This is something that happens day in, day out here in Mariupol. Civilians, or apparent civilians, emerge usually in ones or twos from the unlikeliest places. They emerge, they claim to be civilians, but then their stories don't match, or they seem, very unlikely to the local fighters who detain them, who arrest them. Usually they are searched on the spot, sometimes stripped, to check for bruises from rifle butts, as well as for bruises or marks from heavy bulletproof vests. If you wear them for weeks on end, they leave marks invariably. This always happens. So they're taken away for questioning, and very often it is found that, yes, indeed, this was a fighter. The Russian side has lists and lists of those who served in nationalist battalions, such as Azov battalion. Here is one such suspect. She was found apparently sneaking near nationalist positions.
You're going to lose that phone.
She raised all manner of red flags. Her behavior, her mannerisms, her clothes, her very speech. Don't film me, you'll lose your phone, she told us. A very, very brave woman emerging from the Azov steel industrial complex, which is under the nationalists. She is most likely, fighters here tell us, a sniper. The Azov battalion, neo-Nazi battalion, they use a lot of women because women have a quality, generally speaking, of course, that they can be very patient. They can sit and watch through a scope at the same intersection, for example, for many hours. This is something that, has been known for a very, very long time. It only got worse as she told her story. It was full of holes and inconsistencies.
I don't have any registration.
That can't be true.
Yes, it can.
For 25 years, you haven't been registered anywhere?
Yes, that's right. Here are all my documents. I'm telling you, you're going to lose that phone. It's not worth filming me. If you need something, boys, just give me a car, please.
Were you coming from the morgue or the school?
From the morgue.
But you just said you were coming from the school.
I said I was going to find my sister. Don't you try to confuse me. You won't be able to confuse me. Trust me, everything's fine with my memory.
Enough red flags were raised to warrant detaining her. She was driven to a base for further questioning. There, we met another man. His story, even more remarkable. Here's another man that was detained. He claims to be completely innocent. He says that he was near Russian military equipment by happenstance. It was a complete accident, yet during questioning, a huge number of images were found on his phone with Nazi symbols, nationalist symbols showing the glory of Ukraine, praising the glory of the Aryan race. Many calling for the deaths of Russians and the creation of a huge, glorious Ukraine. He claims that all of these images were downloaded to this phone by his wife, who conveniently can't be found. She left the city.
You say your wife downloaded it? My wife downloaded it. Maybe it was spam or something.
There are many, many more who have been detained. Hundreds and hundreds of similar individuals. And every day more are caught as they attempt to escape encirclement in Mariupol, disguised as civilians. Their priority now is not the glory of Ukraine, the Third Reich or the Aryan race, but rather their own personal survival. Murad Gazdiev, RT, from Mariupol.